Did Fulton County just accidentally reveal their hand against Trump? We're going to dive into the tangled web of Georgia's 2020 election, where numbers don't lie, but tapes might be edited. And by the end of this video, you will know why Donald Trump asked the Georgia Secretary of State to look at ballots, and why he subsequently tried to get the certification delayed so that the massive amount of election irregularities could be investigated. Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back. Prosecutors in Atlanta, in what seems to be a move straight out of a comedy sketch, accidentally let slip the offenses that they're planning to charge former President Donald Trump with. Oops. Someone's going to get a stern talking to at the water cooler tomorrow, right? Maybe not. A 2-page docket, which Reuters managed to get their hands on, was briefly posted on the Fulton County Court's website. It suggested that our 77-year-old president could face, wait for it, 13 counts. These range from violating Georgia's anti-racketeering law to conspiracy, false statements, and even asking a public official to violate their oath of office, none of which he actually did. But wait, there's a twist. The Fulton County Clerk's Office, in a move that would make any soap opera writer proud, issued a statement warning of a fictitious document circulating online. They remind us that documents without an official case number, filing date, and the name of the clerk of courts are not official. So was it a sneak peek or a work of fiction? You decide. Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis convened a grand jury with an announcement on potential charges against Trump and his associates expected soon. But remember, the grand jury would have to vote on any charges presented. Trump's attorneys, Drew Fining and Jennifer Little, didn't miss a beat. They pointed out that this wasn't just a simple administrative mistake. A proposed indictment should only be in the hands of the district attorney's office, yet it somehow ended up in the clerk's office, even getting a case number and a judge. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Among the star-studded cast who testified were 2 former Democratic state senators. They attended a 2020 meeting where Trump attorney Rudy Giuliani claimed widespread election fraud. One of them, B. Nguyen, proudly stated that she upheld her oath and told the truth. Well, isn't that what we should all be doing? Trump, never one to hold back, took to Truth Social to share his thoughts on former Lieutenant Governor Jeff Duncan, calling him a nasty disaster and a loser. Now, that's classic Trump for you. According to fake news CNN, prosecutors have found correspondence linking Trump's legal team to an illegal breach of election systems in Coffee County. This nearly 2-year investigation was sparked by a phone call from Trump to Georgia's Secretary of State, Brad Raffensberger. And if you're keeping score at home, this would be the 4th indictment against Trump in less than 5 months. He's also facing charges related to the 2020 election, alleged classified document hoarding, and allegedly manipulating company documents. It's a busy time for this president. Think about it. Now, at the time that the phone call was leaked, which is illegal, but, since it's against Trump, who cares, right? But at that time, what happened was they only leaked out the part where Trump asked for 11,780 votes. But what really happened was, during the phone call, and you can hear it yourself, it's all over the internet. During the phone call, he went down a list of irregularities that were discovered by data experts that the Trump legal team asked to analyze the 2020 voter data. And at least 2 of them that I know of were done by a friend of mine by the name of Mark Davis. Mark Davis is a data guy. He lives, breathes, and sleeps data. It's what he does. He has been listed as an expert witness in 5 different courts on cases involving redistricting and election law in Georgia. So when he talks, people listen. I got a copy of Mark's affidavit from back in November of 2020. He did a deep dive into Georgia's voter database. And what he found was, well, let's say, eyebrow raising. The Trump legal team asked him to take a look at the voter data because he's the data guy. He's the go-to guy in Georgia for this. Now, among other things, what he found was In Georgia, during the 2020 election, there were 267,255 Georgia voters who moved out of the state. Now, out of that number, 14,980 of them voted even after they left the state. That is over the margin of victory for Biden. A second one, he discovered that there were 40,279 people who moved from one county to another before 30 days of the election and never told the state, and they voted. According to law in Georgia, you can't vote in either county if that happens. And there's a reason for that. When you vote in a county that you live in, you're voting for things like the sheriff, the district attorney, you're voting for school board members, you're voting for representatives and things like that. Now, I'm not saying that Trump won or Biden lost, but what I am saying is that these discrepancies, just the two that I gave you, I mean, listen to the tape and you'll hear all the ones that Trump talks about, but just these two were enough to say that, yes, maybe we should hold off on the certification until we can get these irregularities checked out and investigated. Don't you think? All right, make sure you subscribe to our channel, share our videos with your friends who want to stay informed. Stay informed, stay vigilant. Always remember to read between the lines. Thanks for watching this video. See you in the next one.